Okay. So what did we discuss yesterday? Come on.
To write a queries with DB Weaver with connecting to Snowflake. And then SnowSQL.
DB Weaver. Yeah, DB Weaver connection we have understood yesterday. Okay.
We have created a table, yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday I've told you different ways to connect to Snowflake account. Okay, you can connect, you can write your queries normally in the web interface, or you can connect through DBR and you can start writing the queries there also, or you can use the SnowSQL terminal, SnowSQL terminal. We call this terminal as a SnowSQL terminal. Okay, so you can write even queries here, and you can like start analyzing your things here. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, when I was discussing yesterday, I told you, right, the way to connect here. So we need to write this command. How did I get the clue of this one? So while installing, they have given clue here. So hey boss, you need to run SnowSQL -a account name and -u login name we need to use. That's what they mentioned, right? Okay. Now, if at all, let's say in my project, dev account is there, like and the SIT account is there, and the production account is there. 3 accounts are there. So do I need to remember all the account IDs of all 3 accounts? Really? Let's say I wanted to connect dev account, like SIT account and the product account, all 3. No, this is account ID of each and every account, right? I mean, this is the dev account ID, I can say. Like that, we'll be having SIT account ID and the prod account ID as well. Now, how do we connect that? Do I need to remember these names? The
We may
account
have
ID?
to rename.
No, we don't need to remember that. Okay, so we have a shortcut approach for that. What we need to do is once you install SnowSQL terminal, what you need to do is backend it would have created one folder. Okay, that folder you can find here. So in the C drive and in the program files, I think here somewhere SnowSQL folder is there. Where is that? SnowSQL. Where is that? Where is that? And users, I think we need to go. Just a second. We need to go to the users and we need to go to the my user. And here you can see SnowSQL. This is the folder actually. Okay. In your system also, this folder will get created. .SnowSQL folder. So it created actually yesterday. Okay. At 22:36, 10:30, it got created. 10:30 my time. Okay. Now what I will do is I'll just give a double click here. What is that version I've created yesterday? I've installed yesterday 1.2.32. That's what I've installed. Okay. Now, what we need to do is here you can see one config file. Config file. You need to open this particular file. Okay. And here you need to provide all your dev details, SIT details, and the production details. Okay, let me try to give that one here. Okay. See, what are all the variables that we can mention? That you can get that example from here. You can give account name, you can mention the account name, you can mention the region, you can mention the username, you can mention the password, you can mention the database name, schema name, warehouse name, role name, proxy host, and proxy port. All these things you can mention here. But in order to like connect to Snowflake, the mandatory things are account name, username, and the password is also not required. You can remove this one also. The account name and the username both are required. See, yesterday, what are all the details we have given? SnowSQL, -e, account name we have given. And after that, login name we have given, right? That's what mandatorily we need to give here. That's it, these two. Password is not required. If you want, you can give the password also, no problem here. Okay. Now here, observe carefully here. Connections.example is there, right here. Now, in place of example, we need to give here, let's say, dev. Okay, that is the connection string actually. Whether you wanted to connect to dev, SIT, prod, or pre-prod, or like whatever the account it is, you need to give that. Dev I've given in capital letters here. That's okay. Now, in place of account name, what do I need to give here? So yesterday we copied, right, already. This one, where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Just a second. Yeah. No. Where did I copy paste that? This is the one, right? Okay. This is your account, right? Now you need to copy from here to here. Just copy and paste it here in place of account name. Okay. Just give that one here. That's it. And in place of username, you need to give whatever the username you have created, you need to give that one. Password I'm removing, guys, or you can you just remove that one, no problem. And you need to save this. You need to save this. So if you give your credentials in this configuration file, you don't need to remember these details here. Are you getting what I'm trying to say here? See, every time, if at all, if you want to connect to SnowSQL, Snowflake, you need to provide these details. So instead of remembering that, I'm trying to give that information in the configuration file itself. Okay. Now, how to connect that one, Siva? So let me show you from the scratch how to connect to this SnowSQL. Let me close this one. Now, how to open this one? Come on, tell me. Command prompt we need to open. See, better to open this command prompt with the administration privileges. So some of your system does not support if you don't open with the administrator privileges. It will start throwing the error because backend it will start writing some log content to the folders. If you open with the normal privileges, your system does not have access to that particular folder, so that it will start throwing error. So my recommendation is always try to open the command prompt with the administrator privileges. You can click on this one, or you can click on this one also, run as administrator. Anything is okay. Now I'm clicking on run as administrator. If you want, I can open one more time and I can show you. Okay, just type here CMD. Okay, right click on this one, run as administrator. Okay, now you need to click on yes there. It will prompt you yes or no. You need to click on yes. Now here you need to provide your details. Now how to give that one? I'm maximizing this one, guys. Are you able to see this one? Font size is okay?
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah, okay. Now you need to type command like this: snow SQL, okay, space -c. C is nothing but connect to what? -c, okay. -c to connect to what? Dev. Where did I give these details, Dev? In the configuration file, I clearly have given here dev, right? It will come to this connections part and it will try to like take the details from here and it will try to connect here. That's it. Other than this, you don't need to give any other details. Just hit enter here. Don't give any semicolon, guys. Even while connecting also, don't give any semicolon. If you give semicolon, it will throw error. Please do not give semicolon after the command, please. Okay, let me hit enter here. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, now it will, if everything is correct, it will ask password. Yes, password it is asking. That means details are correct. Now we need to give here welcome 123. Sorry. I did not give it properly. Okay, welcome 123. I have given that. See, now I'm able to connect it. Okay, since it is not pointing to any database and schema, you need to start writing the command. Use. I told you, right, shortcut approach to connect to the this one database and schema. Use B21 DB dot. What is that schema name? Test underscore schema. This is what the command I told you, right? Okay. Now let me give semicolon. For the SQL commands, you need to give the semicolon. For the SQL command, you need to give the semicolon. For connecting, you don't need to give any semicolon. Even if I repeat that point multiple times, still people do the mistake, I know. Please do not do silly mistakes while connecting. I'm repeating that point, guys. Okay, now let me hit enter here. See, it is connecting here. It has connected to B21 DB and test schema. Okay, this is one way to, this is the other way to connect. Okay, now Shiva, you have 3 environments. Yeah, I have 3 environments in my project. Now, how do I connect to other environment? Now, so far you have given details of the div, right? Now, what I can do is copy this one as it is, and try to paste it here. And in place of div, you try to give here SIT like this. SIT is nothing but system integration test. That is also one of the environment name, or QA, or test. Some people call it as a test environment. You call it in any way, no problem. Okay, you give your SIT related details here, so that you go here, you come here directly and you type snowsql -c test. That's it. So that it will connect to the test environment. You similarly you do for the production as well, and come here and try to connect it, so that it will connect to the production environment. Now that is okay, Siva. Now how to come out of this one? How to come out of this terminal? So to come out of this terminal, you need to always type first exclamatory mark. Okay, see here you're getting some options here: abort, connect, define, exit, help option, something, some options you're getting. You can write either exit or quit or Q, anything is okay. Okay, now I'll try to write it here exit, so that it will come out of this snowsql terminal and it will go and point to the command prompt. Okay, now let me execute it. See, goodbye. Now you are in the command prompt, CMD. Okay, my recommendation is initially you please try to practice all your commands in this command prompt only, because you will get the hands-on. Without typing each and every command, you cannot become perfect in all the commands next, whatever I'm going to discuss, which I'm going to discuss today. Okay. So do remember that. Any questions here before I get into the data loading part? Any questions, guys?
In config file, let's say we have another dev also.
In config file, we have another
Dev environment.
You can give that one. You can give any number of environments here, no problem.
So here you are connecting like Snowflake and connection, how it will be varied.
I didn't get your point exactly.
No, thing is like we have added one more dev environment.
One more environment. Okay, let me try to add the prod also here. Copy this one and try to paste it. Okay, it will go and point to this one, right? It will go and point. It will go and ask this one, right? Now let me try to give here prod. So when you give here in the while connecting here, when you say snow SQL, okay, -c, what I'll give is I'll just give here prod. Now whenever you give the keyword or string here, it will come directly to the configuration file. Directly to the config. It will try to search where exactly the prod keyword is there. Under that connections, whatever the details you have given, right, that it will take directly.
No, my question is another second dev is there. Is that possible?
You can give that one also, right? Let's say you call it as a dev 1 and you call it as a dev 2.
Okay. It's not like under same string we can add
No,
something.
you cannot do that. You cannot do that.
That is my actual question. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you cannot do that. See how many environments you have, that many number of connection things you need to create here. That's it. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me remove this one, guys. Okay. Save it. Yeah, no problem. That is about the connection part, guys. Okay. Now the introduction, Snowflake introduction part is over with this. How to create an account. Initially I explained the architecture of the Snowflake. Okay. And after that, I explained how to create an account with Snowflake. And after that, I've explained about how many ways we can connect to Snowflake. Okay. You can connect through web interface. You can connect through DBR. You can connect through SnowSQL terminal, or you can connect through one more thing I've told you. What is that? Visual Studio. You can use that one also if you're already habituated to that. If you know that Visual Studio very well, you can even connect Snowflake through that Visual Studio as well. Currently, that is not installed in my local, so I'm not going with that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if in case I keep a password in the config file, do I need to enter that password from
No, if you
NoSQL?
give, I got your question. If you give the password here, it will not ask the password here.
Yeah.
Okay, but that is not recommended approach.
Got
Because
it.
if you do that one, right,
Password.
indirectly you are exposing your environment password here.
Password, yeah. But basic question is, when we provide the password here,
it will not ask.
It won't ask. Yeah.
It will not prompt here actually.
Okay, got it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now moving on, guys. What we'll do is we'll try to understand today. We'll start loading the data into the Snowflake. See, so far, like whatever we have discussed, that is enough actually. I mean, introduction part is enough. Now let's try to understand that how we can load the data into Snowflake. Okay, what are all the different approaches are there? What are all the commands we need to write to load the data? That's what we need to understand. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll do the same thing. Okay, until almost 15 to 20 days, we are going to do the copy command. We are going to load the data into Snowflake tables. Okay, in different ways. Okay, different file formats, I can say. Okay, now let me minimize this. Yeah, that's okay. Now, before I go ahead and do that one, you need to understand the architecture of the data loading. Architecture of the data loading, not the Snowflake. Okay. Now, what exactly, how do you load the data, Siva, into the Snowflake? Okay, let me explain that. For that, actually, if you have a data in your local means in your system, let's say I have employee file in my local, department file in my local, sales file in my local. Like that, I have many files. If you have files, let's say you wanted to load this data into Snowflake table. This is your Snowflake database actually. Inside that one, you have a table. I wanted to load my data into this table. That is my requirement. So for that, we don't have any direct command to load the data into Snowflake. This question was asked in one of the interview very recently. Can we load data directly into Snowflake? No. Answer is no.
You mean to say from local?
From local, yes. Okay. Shiva, then if you don't have the direct approach, then what is that other approach you have to load the data into table? At any cost, I have to load it. What we need to do is we need to load these local files first into the stage, Snowflake stage. Okay, either it could be internal stage, okay, user stage, or your table stage. You have to load that one into any of the stage. After that, you have to write the copy into command to load the data into the table. Okay, first you need to write the put command to load the data into stage. This is your stage actually. I'll talk about this one a bit later, not now. Okay, first try to understand the architecture part. Okay, you need to write the put command to load the data into stage. On top of that one, you need to write the copy into command to load the data into your Snowflake table. That is only the way you have to load the data into table. You don't have any approach here to load directly into table. That's what you need to understand. This question was really asked in very recently. Vinay, you wanted to ask anything? Okay. Next. Okay. Shiva, what is this stage actually? We don't understand that one. Since we are very new to the Snowflake, we would like to know more about the stages. Yes, boss. I'll give you overview of the stages now. Please try to put your 100% focus here, because this is your damn sure interview question in every interview, I can say. Damn sure. Okay, what are all the different types of stages are there in Snowflake, and what is the use of each and every stage? That is the damn sure question. Okay, please try to put your focus, please. Okay, now let me go back to my notepad. Just a second. Just a second, please. Now, stages. Let me try to write here. Stages. Okay, first I'll try to categorize the stages. What are all the different types of stages are there? Okay, okay. So at high level, stages are categorized into two types. First one is internal stages. Internal stages. Internal stage. Okay. Second one is external stage. I'm just writing here external stage. Okay. Now, Shiva, in which case we'll go with the internal stage? In which case we'll go with the external stage? Okay. First of all, before I go ahead and explain that, what is this stage? Stage is nothing but a temporary landing location in Snowflake. That is something like your some memory location, I would say. You can go and place your files in that stage location. Temporary landing location before you go and load it into table. That is what you need to understand. Okay. Now, in which case we'll go with the internal stage? In which case we'll go with the external stage? If you have data in your local, okay, I call it as a LFS. LFS is nothing but local file system. Then you have to go with the internal stages. If you have your data in cloud, let's say in AWS, okay, or in Azure, or in GCP. If you have your data, AWS S3 bucket or Azure blob or in GCP bucket, if you have your data there, if you want to load that data into Snowflake tables, then you have to go with the external stage. Okay, I'll talk about this one like once we get into table types, not now. Okay, first let's focus on the internal stages. Again, internal stages are categorized into three types. Okay. Now, what are all the different types of internal stages? Okay, first one is user stage. User stage. Okay. Second one is table stage. Table stage. Okay. Third one is named internal stage. Named internal stage. Okay. And again, in the named internal stage, we have two categories, two types. First one is permanent stage. Let me write it. Hold on, guys. Just a hold on. First one is, what would I say? Permanent. Okay. Second one is temporary. This is what the high level classification. Okay. I'll talk about each and everything now. First, user stage. User stage. What is that user stage, Shiva? We don't know exactly about this user stage. Okay, let me tell you about that. Whenever you create a user in Snowflake, a backend it is going to create user stage. Backend it is going to create a user stage. Now, why do we use that stage, Shiva? What is the use of that? Why they are creating that one? Okay, whenever you have any preferences related to your user or your worksheet related data will be stored in this particular user stage. Will be stored in the user stage. User preferences and the worksheet related data like which belongs to that particular user. Worksheet related data means yesterday, what did I do? I've written some commands in the Snowflake web interface, right? I've written some commands, right? Where did I log in here, right? Today also I logged out and I logged in again here. Today, yesterday I logged out and today I logged in front of you only. But still I'm able to see these commands here. I've written these commands actually yesterday, not today. But still I'm able to see. See, still if you are able to see means like somewhere backend it is actually storing, right? That backend location is nothing but this user stage. Okay. Now, how do you? Okay, you can okay, Siva, you're actually storing your user preferences and the this one, right? Worksheet related data related to that particular user, right? Now, how we can load the data into this stage? Why can we load the data into this stage? Yes, you can load the data into user stage. You can put your data into user stage. Once you load the data into user stage, whether it has loaded properly or not, okay, or what data you have loaded into that one, in order to know that, actually you have to use command at the rate, always represent stage with the at the rate symbol, guys. Okay, so tilde symbol, this is the home location of the user stage. You'll understand slowly, don't worry. Okay, I'll practically show you, don't worry. Okay, the command to check the files in a user stage is at the rate tilde. At the rate is common for all these stages, guys. All these stages. Okay. Now next table stage. What is this table stage? So whenever you create a table in Snowflake, like let's say we have created yesterday employee table, right? Like that, if you create any table in Snowflake, backend it is going to create one stage. What is that stage name, Shiva, in that case? The table name as stage name it will take in the backend. Table name same as your stage name. Okay, if you can load the data into that particular stage. So once it is loaded the data into the table stage, you have to use the command at the rate is common for all these stages. Okay, percentage symbol you need to write here and your table name. Let's say yesterday I've created employee table, right? Now I have to write here EMP. EMP table I've created, right? Whatever the table name you have created, that name you need to use here. If it is department, DEPT. If it is sales. If it is Ravi. Like that, any name you can mention here. Okay. I'll show you practically. Don't worry. Okay. Next, coming to this one, named internal stage. Again, we have here permanent stage and temporary stage. Okay, so whenever you try to create a stage with the command create or replace stage name, by default it is going to create a permanent stage. Okay, so command, you can load the data into this particular stage, and the command to check the files in this particular stage is at the rate your stage name. So stage name you have to decide while creating the stage, actually. Okay, so my underscore stage, Shiva underscore stage, EMP underscore stage, BDT underscore stage. Like that, you can give any name. Okay, by default, it is going to create a permanent stage. If at all, if you want to create a temporary stage, you can go ahead and create that. Okay, so the temporary stage, temporary stage, the scope of this particular temporary stage is only that particular session. Session means as long as the session is active, the temporary stage will be there. Once you come out of the session, once you close that session, once you exit from the session, this stage will be purged automatically in the backend. Okay, the command is same here. Even for the temporary stage also, command is same. Okay, but how do you create the stage here, temporary stage? Create or replace temp stage. While creating the stage itself, you need to mention whether it is a permanent stage or a temporary stage. Temp keyword if you use, then it is a temporary. If you don't use the temp keyword, then it will be obviously permanent stage. I'll show you practically one by one. Don't worry. Okay, but first try to understand theoretically here. Okay, now I'll come back to one more point here. can we create user stage? Do we have any command to create a user stage? I would say no. No. You cannot create a user stage. Whenever a user is created in Snowflake, automatically Snowflake is going to create that user stage. Okay, that means you cannot create the user stage. You cannot drop the user stage. You cannot do that. You cannot create the user stage. You cannot drop the user stage. Okay, now here. Can we create a table stage separately? I would say no. Whenever you create a table, automatically Snowflake will create that. Okay, so that means you cannot create it explicitly. So, no. Can we drop that particular stage, Shiva? Yes. Whenever you drop the table, automatically it will be dropped. But explicitly, you cannot drop it. I'll show you practically this one as well. Okay, now coming to this one, you can create the permanent stage and temporary stage or named internal stage, I can say. You can create it. You can alter it whatever way you want. You can modify the properties of the stage. Okay, you can drop the stage if you don't want it. You can create, you can alter, you can drop it. You do whatever you want on top once it is created. Okay, that is the flexibility you're going to get with the named internal stage. In the real time, we don't use this one and we don't use this one. We will use mostly 99% of the times this one only. Okay, in order to move the data into the table. Because you are getting flexibility here. That is only the reason. That too, mostly we are going to use the permanent. If at all, if you want to go ahead and create the temporary also, you can go ahead and create that. But the scope is only that particular section. Okay, now let's go ahead and see that one practically. Okay, now I've created the Snowflake account. I've created the Siva user also, right? Whenever I created the account. Okay, now how can I go and check the files in user stage? What is the query here? What is the query we need to write? @ symbol. That is the home directory of the user stage. Okay, now let me go and write that command. So for that, I'm just going to the Snowflake UI here, that is web interface, or you can use the DBR also. Anything is okay, guys. Okay, now let me go ahead and use here. Let me go ahead and use here web interface. After that, I'll go ahead and use the DBR also. Okay, now what is the command we need to write here? What is the command? In order to check the files, actually here, list command you need to write. List, okay, @ symbol you need to write. Okay, give semicolon. That's it. Why I'm writing list command here? This is quite similar to your Linux command. In Linux, if at all, if you want to list directories or subfolders or files in a folder or in a directory or in a root folder or root directory, then what is the command you use? ls command, right? Same thing here also. You can write the same command in other way also. That is ls @ in place of list. You can write ls command as well. ls command as well. You can execute this one or this one. Anything is okay. Now let me execute the first command. Select this one and you have run button right here. Click on run button or control enter from your keyboard. Okay. Let me move this one right side. Okay, run. See, did we load any files so far into the stage? Currently, no files are there. I'm going to load that one. Don't worry. I'm going to load that. Okay. Now let me go ahead and go on mute, please. Let me go ahead and execute this command as well. That is ls @. See, both are same guys here. List or ls, both are same. Okay. Currently, no files have been loaded into stage. Okay, this is okay, Shiva. Now, Shiva, can you try to load some files into this particular stage and show us so that we'll understand it clearly? Yes, boss, I'll do that. Okay. Now let me try to write that command. See, in the architecture, what did you understand here? In order to load the data from local into stage, what is the command we need to write here? Put command. This is the command actually. Using this put command, you have to load it. Now I'm going to write that put command. Okay. Now how to write that one? Let me try to show you the put command syntax as well. After some time, I'll try to show you the put command syntax. First, let me write the command here. Okay. Put. Okay. Put. What do you want to put actually? File. Okay. So you need to write here file : / indicates Windows environment. Okay. Now which file you wanted to put actually? I have to navigate to my local path. My local path is actually go to D drive, Snowflake training, Snowflake files updated, CSV. This is what the file I wanted to load, emp_original. I need to give this fully qualified path of the file. Okay, copy this one and try to give it here. Try to give it here. Where is that? Hey, where did I write that one? Okay, no. So I'm supposed to write here. Sorry, my bad, guys. Put file : // This is what the path. Okay, and slash. What is that file? emp_original. This is my file actually. So sorry, spell mistake, guys. Original. This is my file. .csv. This file I wanted to load. Put this file where? Into my stage. Which stage? My user stage. How do you represent the user stage? @ symbol with a tilde symbol. That's it. This is the command you need to write it. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Put this file where? Into the stage. Give space and write the stage location here. Now let me execute this command and check what is happening here. Now see, unsupported feature. What do you understand from this? What do you understand from this?
It is not working
Put
for
can't be executed.
You cannot execute the put command from the web interface. This is what the limitation yesterday I was talking. If not from here, now where I need to execute this? If not from here, if this is not supported, if the web
Command
interface is
prompt.
not supported, now where I need to execute this?
You can do in command prompt.
You can execute this command from the command prompt or from the DBR.
DB1.
Anything is okay. Okay. Currently, we have logged out of this one. Okay, because yesterday I opened it and today I'm just trying to open that. Okay, let me try to paste the command here. Yes. If I try to execute this one, it will say that the session got closed already. Now I think it is executing. Yeah, session is still active. I don't know whether I've connected before your class or not. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, file got loaded into my stage location. That means you can able to execute the put command from the DBR. This is the advantage of this DBR. Okay. Now this is my file, employee_original.cs. This is my file. Okay, source file. In the target is nothing but what? What is your target here? Stage. Inside the stage location, this is my file name. What is the file name? emp_original.csv.gz. What is the GZ? What happened here? Why we got an extension .gz here?
Compressed.
The file got compressed. Now, did I mention anywhere, hey Snowflake, please compress this file? Did I mention anywhere here? No. But how come it is compressing? That is the default behavior of the put command. What is the source file size? 717 bytes. Once it is compressed, what is the target size? Almost half, 352 bytes. Source file is compressed? No, none. Target file is compressed? Yes. What is the compression technique? Gunzip. What is the status of this command? Currently, the file got loaded. The file is encrypted or not? Yes. Yesterday, day before yesterday, someone was asking, how far Snowflake is secure once you load the data into like a table or like stage, whatever it is. I was telling you, once you land your data into Snowflake, by default it is going to encrypt, guys. This is what the proof for that. You cannot control this actually. That is the default behavior of the Snowflake. Okay. This is the command. See, same command I can go and execute in the terminal also. No problem. Command will be executed. Just copy it and paste it here. That's it. Nothing will happen. Now let me execute that one quickly. Okay. SnowSQL -c. What is that connection thing I have given? Dev, right? Just give dev. Don't give semicolon. See, password it is asking. Welcome 123. I'll give here. Welcome 123. Yes, I've given the correct password. Yes, it is connecting that, and I need to navigate it to my database and the schema. So for that, use my database name, that is B21DB dot my schema name, that is my test underscore schema. This is my schema name. Give semicolon to SQL command. Hit enter here. Now it is pointing to this database and this schema. Now copy this command as it is from here, and try to paste it here. That's it. And execute this one. See what happened. The file, this is my original file. This is my compressed file in the target. This is my source file size, and target size is 0. Why it is showing 0 this time? And the status also you can see here skipped. Why it is showing skipped here? Because the file is already loaded. Boss, you already loaded that file. Why are you loading it again? Snowflake has that intelligence.
If not exist.
Will it compare the inside data in the file or only?
Yes. Whenever you load the data, whenever you try to load the file into stage, backend it is going to maintain metadata. Before it loads any file into the stage, it will go and cross-check the metadata. If the file already there in the metadata, it will simply skip that. I'll talk about that one after some time. Please hold on till that time. Okay. Now, this is one way. I mean, this is the way to load the data into user stage. Now, same thing I wanted to do for table stage. Table stage. Okay. Did I create any table here? Okay. In order to know that, you need to write command here. Show tables. This is the command. Show command is very, very, very important command, guys, in Snowflake. It will give you a list of tables. Okay. Hit enter here. See, as of now, we have, what is that? Currently, nothing is there. Huh? Employee table is there. It is not showing it properly here because of the settings of the command prompt. Okay. You need to decrease the size of the, you need to do some settings so that it will show properly. Okay. The people who are from the Oracle background, okay, you could have seen this kind of UI in Oracle as well. Where did you see that? Where did you see that?
SQL prompt.
Oracle also has similar kind of SQL prompt, right? SQL prompt is there or not? It is quite similar to that one only.
Shiva, I think these comments also equal to Hive in big data, same.
Hive, Oracle. Hive is also SQL only, right?
Yeah, SQL only. Yeah.
Snowflake is also SQL, follows the SQL syntaxes.
Okay.
SQL Server also same. MySQL also same. IBM DB2 also same.
Got it.
Most of the time, it follows Oracle and SQL Server syntaxes. Mostly Oracle, I would say.
Okay. And one more doubt. What is the minimum size of that user staging?
Because there is no limitation on that. You can load unlimited data into that. The only thing is how much ever data you are loading it, as per that you need to pay rent.
Okay. So in that case, where this size will be captured, from the local or from the cloud? I mean, the
in
size.
The cloud only. In the cloud only. Backend, it is going to create the temporary location in the cloud. In S3 bucket only.
Okay. So is this be permanent or whenever the user log out, those data will be
permanent.
okay.
And one more thing here. Good question. Since you asked that question, I'm trying to discuss that. Srinivas, please don't scribble my screen, please. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay. You are the one you are asking question. Okay. No problem. So what I was trying to say is, whatever the files I am trying to upload here, okay, that files cannot be able to seen by other users.
Okay, got it.
Okay. That means this stage is user specific, I would say.
Got it. Understand.
So this is also interview question, guys.
Then
Once if I upload the file, can other users are able to see that file or not? Answer is no.
And
This is also one of the interview question. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
in that case, what is the use of loading the data into user stage? I mean, is there any advantage?
Okay. So since you asked that one, okay. Consider you don't have access to create a stage in your environment.
Okay.
What is the quickest way to load that data into table?
Then local, I mean, users were.
User stage only, right?
Yep. Got
That
it.
is only the reason.
Okay.
See, actually, the user stage intention is not to load the like your data files into stage location. They have created that space to store the user preferences and the like worksheet related data. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Their
Understood.
intention is not to store your files, but we are going to use that location as a stage location. That's it.
Got it. So one of the stage type.
Stage type. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Now, so far we understood each and every point related to user stage. Now I'm coming back to the second one, that is table stage. So currently in my database, in my schema, I have one file. I told you whenever you create a table, automatically it is going to create a stage along with the table name. The same table name. Stage name is same as your table name. Now, how do I check that one, whether it has created or not? Okay, how do I do that one? Okay, so before that one, guys, did I execute the list command here? No, right? Okay, now let me execute the list command here, guys. List at the rate, okay, your tilde symbol, and give semicolon here, hit enter. Now you're able to see your file. So list command will give you the list of files in this particular stage location. Yes, I'm able to see my file here. Okay, backend, it is actually creating some hexadecimal number here. Like backend, it is going to give some unique number to this file to reference to point it to metadata. Backend for internal purpose, it is actually creating that. Just try to remember it that way. Okay, or ls command also we can write ls at the rate, give space, guys, at the rate tilde symbol, give semicolon, hit enter. See, same thing I'm able to see here. Yes. Okay. Now, do we have any file? Did we load so far any files into the table stage? No. List at the rate. How do you represent? How do you query the table stage? Percentage symbol. Now, what is the stage name? My stage name is EMP because my table name is EMP. Okay. Give semicolon, hit enter. Do we have any files so far in this particular location? No. Nothing. Now I wanted to load my local file into this one. First, let me try to frame my query. Okay, same command, guys. Same command here. Just try to copy this one as it is and try to paste it here. Okay. Now in place of at the rate tilde, I'll just try to write here. at the rate. Okay. Percentage symbol. Your stage name is your table name right here. EMP. That's it. Nothing complex here. If it is a user stage, I'll just give a tilde symbol here. If it is a like table stage, percentile, the table name I'll give here. That's it. Give semicolon and try to execute this one. Oh, sorry. Cannot perform stage put. What happened here? Database are usefully qualified.
I think database is not.
Database is not connected, guys, here. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll try to connect is already done. Now what I will do is I'll just try to use role sysadmin, use warehouse compute warehouse, use B21 DB, this one. Because this stage is actually created. See, previously, why didn't we get that error? Why didn't we get that error? Now, why we are getting that error? The table is there in the database, right? Actually, user is actually at account level, but table is belongs to table is a child object of the database or not? Table is a child object of a schema. Schema is a child object of the database.
Yes.
That is the reason why it is actually expecting from us the database name. Okay, now for that, what we need to do is, since you're pointing already your this one to database and schema, you can directly execute here. No problem. Okay, let me go ahead and execute that one. See, now I'm able to execute it. I'm able to execute it. Same command here. Shiva, you have loaded already that file into user stage, right? Now, can we load that file into table stage? Absolutely, you can write. That location is different. This location is different. So I can write it happily, no problem. Once again, if you try to write it, it will skip it in the same location. See, it is skipping because of the metadata in the backend. Okay. Now, how do you query this one? How do you query this file? A list command I need to write. @ symbol. What? How do you represent your table stage? Percentage symbol here. EMP. That's it. Okay. If you list that one, I'm able to see my file happily. Okay. Now you understood. You understood the table stage also. Okay. Now let me tell you one point. One very important point here. Shiva, I have a department table. I have a sales table. I wanted to load the data into those tables using this stage. What do you say? I would say, don't try to load the files which are related to other tables. You try to put your files related to your employee table. Okay, that means this stage can be used to load the data into that corresponding table. That's it. Not to the other tables. Not to load to the other tables. It is supported, but don't do that. Okay. Next, last one, named internal stage. Now, did I create the the employee stage, guys? Did I create that one? Did I write any command to create that? Oh, come on. Did I create that one manually? Explicitly, did I do that? No, I did not do that one. Did I create the user stage?
No.
No, you cannot do that. I did not do that one. So, user stage and the table stage cannot be created, cannot be altered, cannot be dropped.
Default, right?
By default, yes.
I think table stage we can drop, right?
If table is dropped, then only it will get dropped, guys.
Okay.
But not explicitly, you cannot drop it. You cannot drop
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, last one, that is your named internal stage. Okay. Now let me try to write a command like this: create or replace. Also, you can write, or you can write directly create stage if not exist. I told you already. Replace is a dangerous command. Okay, you can write replace also, create or replace stage name, or create stage if not exist. Better to write always if not exist, guys. Okay, create stage if not exist. What is your stage name? Let's say I'll try to mention my stage name as Shiva _ stage. This is what I'll mention here. Now, am I creating the stage or not here? Explicitly, am I creating it or not? Okay, now what do you understand from here? Is it going to create permanent stage or temporary stage?
Permanent one.
Did I mention anywhere that?
No.
But by default, what type of stage it is going to create?
Okay.
Permanent
Temporary
only.
one.
Permanent only.
Okay.
Okay. If you use keyword here, create a temp stage or a temporary stage. If you use temp keyword or temporary keyword here, then only it is going to create a temporary keyword, a temporary stage. Otherwise, by default,
Permanent stage.
permanent stage only. Okay, now let me go ahead and create that. Yes, I'm trying to create. Stage got created successfully. How do I know that whether it is created or not? How do I know that one? How
List
do I know
command.
that?
List
List command you can use. List at the rate. How do you represent the stage? Siva underscore stage. That's it.
stage.
Okay, you can use this command. So currently no files are there. You can use this command or in order to check each and every object, guys, in Snowflake, you need to write the show command. Show. In order to check the tables, actually we have used show tables. Now in order to check these stages, what we need to write here? Show
Stages.
stages. That's it. That's it. That's it. Stage, Siva stage, I'm able to see or not? When was it created? Just now. In which database it actually created? B21 DB. In which schema it is created? Test schema. Has it? It has any credentials? No. I did not give any password and all. It has any encryption key? No, nothing. Who is creating that one? Sysadmin role is actually creating that one. Okay. And is it an internal stage or external stage? Internal stage. Internal stage. This is not an
Yes.
external stage. Okay, now I'll move right side here. Directory enabled, nothing. Role type is role. That's it. Okay, only these commands you can, only these things you can able to see here. Okay, now Siva, can you try to load your file into that stage location? Yes, boss. That's what I'm going to do now. Copy this put command as it is here and try to paste it here. Now, in place of @emp %emp here, I'll just try to mention directly @Siva underscore stage. That's it. And sorry, hyphen symbol we got. Spell mistake. Yeah, Siva underscore stage. That's it. Now, let me execute this file. Put this file where? Into this stage. You're clearly saying to the telling to the Snowflake, hey, put this file into this stage. Yes, let me execute this. See, I'm able to load the data file into the stage location and it is compressed. Okay, now how do I check that one? List command again. LS or list command, both are same. Okay, I'm able to see that file. That's it. Now you understood put command properly. Okay, now if at all, if you want to create a temporary stage, you need to write here temp keyword here and Siva temp stage here. I'll just try to change the name as Siva temp stage. Okay, now let me execute. See, temp stage got created here. And if I try to check your show stages command, Siva temp stage got created here. And how do I know whether it is temporary or not? What it is saying here? It is internal stage, boss, and that too it is temporary. It is temporary. In that way, we can confirm whether it is a temporary stage or permanent stage. If you don't have a temporary keyword, then I can consider it as a permanent stage only. Are you getting? Yes, understood what I was trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Siva.
Okay. Now, Siva, you have shown us creating a stage, right? Creating a stage, right? Now, can we drop this stage, Siva? Yes, boss. Since you have created, you can destroy it. You can drop it. No problem. Who stopped you? Okay. For that, drop stage. Let's say I wanted to drop the temporary stage, guys. Let me copy this one and try to paste it here. Since you are mentioning it as a stage, you don't need to mention @ symbol here. Okay. Now let me give semicolon and hit enter here. See what happened? Stage got dropped here. How do we confirm that one? Show stages. See, I'm able to see only one stage. If you want to drop this one also, you can drop it, no problem. Okay. This is the command. Siva, you told us like altering also, right? Right? Yes, boss. I'll do the altering also. Yeah. Good.
When we are dropping, right? So no need to mention the temp stage, right?
Yeah, you don't need to mention. If if the name is matching, automatically it will drop whether it is in a permanent stage or temporary stage.
Okay.
Okay. because it will go like based on name of the stage, not based on the key temp keyword. Okay, fine. Shiva, you're telling us you can alter the stage also, right? Yes, boss, you can alter the stage. For that, I want to show the properties of the stage. How do you check the properties of the table, guys, in traditional database? How do you check the
SPL.
properties of the table in traditional database?
Describe.
Describe.
Yes, describe command. Here also, you can write describe. What do you want to describe actually here? Stage. What stage? Shiva underscore stage. This is what command? Execute this one. These are all the properties of the stage. These are all properties of the stage. You can go ahead and alter this one. Alter stage name, set property equal to, if you want to make it to JSON, you can make it. If you want to change it to pipe symbol, you can change it. I'll talk about all these properties tomorrow, not today. You can alter it. That alteration also I'll talk about talk tomorrow. Okay. Now, what did I discuss so far is in Snowflake, basically at a high level, two types of stages are there. First one is internal stage. Second one is external stage. If you have your files in your local, LFS is nothing but local file system, then you have to go with the internal stage. If you have your data in a cloud, then you have to go with the external stage. In the internal, again, we have three types of stages. One is user stage. Second one is table stage. Third one is named internal stage. User stage is nothing but whenever you create a stage in Snowflake, Snowflake will automatically create the user stage. Okay, whenever you create a table, Snowflake will create a table stage automatically. Okay, and if at all, if you want to create any like a customized stage, then you can go ahead and create that one. That is either permanent stage or temporary stage. That means you can customize this, you can create this, you can drop it, you can alter it, do whatever you want. Okay, in order to check the files in a user stage, at the rate tilde symbol we need to use. In order to check the files in a table stage, at the rate percentile, the table name we have to use. In order to check the files in a named internal stage, you have to use at the rate that stage name. Even for the external stage also, at the rate stage name. That's it. You don't need to use any keyword external because duplicate stage names are not allowed here. It will go to point automatically external stage. So user stage cannot be created, cannot be dropped. Table stage also cannot be created, cannot be dropped. In named internal stage, you can create, you can alter it, you can drop it. Okay, and the scope of temporary table is only that particular session. Once you come out of the session, you cannot able to see that. Okay, now let me prove that one here. Let me prove that one. Let's say I wanted to create the temporary stage, guys, here. Let me create this one once again. Yes, I created that, and I'm trying to list that. I'm trying to list that. Okay, sorry. My list command is this one, right? Sorry, my bad. Once again, Shiva underscore temp underscore stage. Okay, if I try to list it here, then obviously I'm able to query it, but I'm not able to see any files here because I did not load any file into this. Now, can I run the same command? Can I run the same command in the web interface? Can I run the same command in the web interface? If I try to execute this one, what is that it is saying here? The stage itself does not exist. Why? Why it is saying this error? Why it is giving this error? What did I tell you about temporary stage?
Because this is a different session where you establish the
Exactly. The scope of the stage is only that session. This is I told you already yesterday, every worksheet will act as a session. Now this is different session here, and this is different session, whatever I've taken here. Since sessions are different here, you cannot able to create a temporary stage in other session. Getting my point? Yes, that's all about the stages. tomorrow I'm going to talk about once you load the data into the stage location, how you're going to load that data into table using copy into command. That's what we are going to discuss. Okay, that's all, guys. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Shiva, can you tell us the naming conventions? How do we create during the stages?
Naming convention.
Yes, in the real time.
Generally, let's say if your project is let's say BDT, I mean BA Data Tech. My channel name is BA Data Tech, right? So generally they'll create BDT underscore stage, or your project name something like, let's say my project name is Bryden underscore stage. Like that, they are going to create it. See, there is no proper naming convention for this. That's up to you. However you want, you can create it. There is no rules like you have to create only in this way. We don't have such kind of rules here. Okay.
Shiva, can we upload two different locations of the file, which is same name, into same stage?
Come again. I missed your point.
Can we upload, let's say, emp underscore original dot csv? It is in like in C drive also. And I wanted to upload two files.
Multiple files at a time, huh?
Yeah, at a time, or I mean sequence also. But in the same stage, Shiva underscore stage.
Yeah, so we need to put here star. In place of this one, you need to put here star. That one also I'm going to talk tomorrow.
No, but question is, second time if you upload, it will show saying that skipped, right?
Skipped only, yes, correct.
But data is different.
Data is different, yes. I'm going to talk about that one also tomorrow. So for that, you need to use force command actually.
Okay, got it.
I'll talk about that one tomorrow. Don't worry.
Because let's say sometimes in CSV file today we have 10 rows in a Excel sheet. Tomorrow it might be become 15. So if I upload, it may say skip, right?
Yes. Okay. So let me try to, since you asked that question here, Control Z. Okay. Now at the end, what we need to do is overwrite equal to true. That is the command you need to write. Overwrite equal to true. This is the command you need to write. Now, if I execute this one, it will go and write it now. See, it is saying status has uploaded or not.
Yeah.
So this is the extra command we need to write. I'm going to talk about this one tomorrow.
But can old
file is overwritten here. Overwritten.
I don't want to overwritten. Let's say
no, you cannot do that.
Okay.
Without overwriting, you cannot do that.
Naming convention I saved emp underscore original dot csv, but data inside the emp underscore original
might be different. As long as the file name is different, file name same is same. It will simply overwrite it. That's it. It will go and check the metadata in the backend. If that file name is not there in the backend, then it will simply write it. If the file name is already there, and it will check whether overwrite command is true or not. Since it is true, then it will simply overwrite it.
Okay, got it. So there is an option, only thing is overwrite equal true or not, but it cannot be added as a secondary.
Yes, secondary file, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Shiva, so user stage and user stage we cannot create and delete, right? So when we remove the user, then it will be deleted. Right?
Yes.
In that case only it will be deleted.
Yes. Any other question?
So Shiva, so we have we have a user stages and table stages, right? So we are going to load the data from LFS to user stages and table stages. So once we get loaded the data to the table by using table stages, we can able to see the data by using select star from EMP. And
Yeah. That one also I'm going to talk tomorrow.
Okay, and even we can track by using user stages data as well. By using.
You can track that one, whether that file is already loaded or not. Before you load any file, you can go and check that one. Backend metadata is captured actually. That metadata also I'm going to show tomorrow. Backend load history is there. That load history we need to check.
Okay.
We have talked about local file system and external file system, Shiva. Other than AWS, Azure, and GCP, we may have other sources to bring in the data to Snowflake, right? It could be on-prem, it could be SFTP. So how
It doesn't
Snowflake
support
going
that.
to
It doesn't
we can't
support that.
support. Okay.
Snowflake does not support the other sources. So in that case, what you need to do is you need to take the help of Python, and with the help of Python, you connect to the SFTP location and try to load the same data into stage location. In stage, actually, we have some commands. You can use those commands and you can load it, no problem. That is the best way. Can somebody try that Python command? Connecting to the SFTP and trying to load that data into stage. Can somebody try that? Because that is also real-time scenario only. Whatever the question asked by Ashok, that is absolutely fine. Correct. Okay. You guys can try that one. No problem.
Okay, Shiva.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all, guys. Let me stop recording the session.